to get a beer or whatever when we're driving.
This is amazing how high this really is here.
And when you get to the field, look out and you'll see the two spires of Union Station.
This is the building, and as you can see, it's a very narrow, wing shaped, if you will. It's like a boomerang. So this would be behind home plate. That would be the first base line and the third base line. And what you're looking at here is the foundation system that's ready to receive structural steel. So we're ready from where we're going to start our first piece in 2 weeks over at behind third base, if you will, the left field end. We're going to work our way around home plate and finish up at first base side. So once this wall is poured,
so it's going to be 3 stories. So the first story is going to have some retail opportunities, so people can go to the team store, whatever. Second floor is going to be somewhat open, so you'll see people walking on the concourse to their seats or getting a drink or whatever. The third floor will be the club seats.
Club level, yeah.
In the middle of the club seats is going to be a really cool kind of conference area that can support the club seats on both sides, but also will be one of the activities that can happen when the ballpark isn't being used as a ballpark. They could have conferences or trainings or whatever. The other thing I'd just point out, see the bridge, under the railroad tracks? That's one of 3 bridges that we're going to be lighting up and doing public art to improve the connections between areas. So here and then over on Green Street and then behind Union Station, all of those will be lit up with public art. So the connections are much more inviting and attractive as opposed to dark and kind of foreboding.
Concourse level. So as Mike said, you walk up to get to the main concourse. And then on the other side is where you're going to see the tunnels to the dugouts and as well as all the other fields. You'll be able to start seeing the field. You'll be able to start seeing where the seating risers are going to be going.
Tunnel for the visitors side dugout. So their locker room area is here. Their batting area, their rehearsal area, and that's where they'll access. The visitors will access their dugout. This area here inside all comes up to a higher grade later on, and there'll be a wall here, so you'll never have this view again. But that's where the visitors bullpen will be, where all the pitchers will be rehearsing, getting ready, warming up, ready to get called to work. That's the little gate that they run through and relieve the guy that's throwing all the lob balls.
People notice.
The approximate location of the left field foul pole. So anything this way is a foul ball. Anything that way is fair territory. Green is in center field, so that would be a deep home run to center would go over that crane. And then the last portion of the project where we're excavating now is the area where we used to house the 90 Washington Street building. That was the building that was vacated just at the beginning of this year, and we're now excavating and shoring that whole side of the site. That's where we have that dramatic grade difference, that 30-foot elevation change. And you'll see that as we go through. The ball field will be here, 460. Those pink marks on the wall are 4 feet higher than finished grade. So we still have to bring in the entire field system. There's a drainage layer, there's an irrigation layer, there's a planting layer, which is just about 2 feet thick. So roughly from where we're standing, about 2 feet, 1.5 to 2 feet higher is the ball field elevation. So this is an area that we have to come up higher than the top of that wall.
Oh, okay.
So that wall will get capped with a slab.
Yeah.
And then there'll be a subgrade to the roadbed. So the road itself is, I would say, 2 feet above top of that wall.
And the building will be over there.
Then there's a plaza level, then the building starts.
Okay.
They were euphemistically calling it Worcester's 8th Hill because they're kind of building it up there and they want to do programming and stuff. And you'll be able to see between the poles for the scoreboard and picnic out there and whatever and watch the game. If you got little kids who are running around and stuff, it'll be a good place to go. It'll be open during the lunch hour, so if you go to left field office building first level, you get some food, you can sit out there for lunch. This middle part, where there's not the grassy berm, will have tabletop seats and chairs and stuff. People can come and just eat lunch and hang out and watch the grounds crew get the field ready or whatever. So, to be honest, we thought logically the ball field would go on the other side, and this would be where the development would go. And instantly, Jana Marie and Larry were like, no, this is where the ball field would go. build a bowl into the hill. They love the idea that you could see Union Station off in the distance, that a train could roll by in the middle of the game. That urban feel, that uniquely Worcester feel and look, they just instantly got weaved in with the canal mission. And they were 100% right.
Tunnel, now we're on this side of that entry that we pointed out. So that's the tunnel where the other guys are going to walk through. The guys that are going to be winning a lot out here, the visitors. So that's their dugout and their bullpen. So another week and a half, 2 weeks, we'll be 100% out of here.
So you can get a sense for where the seating risers are going between this lower wall and the back wall. That's kind of the mock-up that we looked at. And so from this wall out to those outfields, that's really the size of the outfield plus the infield. So it's a big space. Big space.
Not a lot of building for us here, more of a site work project. But we've got a lot of local contractors, a lot of local residents, and everybody that's here is proud. When you get people a project like this, the tradespeople are proud to be happy to be here. Red Sox fans or not. While they're here, they're sworn in as Red Sox fans.
That's the first question Mike asks everybody who comes on site.
Yeah, everything changes. If they happen to be Yankees fans, the orientation is 4 hours. There's a quiz. Yeah.
Too bad, era.